when it comes to charging the company, how would you go about charging and how would you take payment off them? What I do, and I think it works quite well, is depending on the company, right? Depending on the company. If it's a fairly large organization, I will send an invoice. Sometimes they need a PO number. Google search a PO number, an invoice template. Maybe I will just put one of my invoices up as a template now, so the editor can show you, and again, copy it, paste it, whatever sort of thing you want to do. It's just a template. And so I will send an invoice. Many a times I send a link of Stripe. Now, what is Stripe? Many of you will know what Stripe is. Stripe is a payment processing system where in essence, it processes payments. Some of you may not know what that is, and a lot of you will know what Stripe is. And for those that know what Stripe is, just bear with me, okay? But on Stripe, basically, you can charge people on a monthly basis, on a reoccurring basis, a one-time payment. And so it's very, very, very useful. And what I mean by that is you can actually make a link on Stripe. You send someone the link, you say, if you can pay and just, send your details. You don't even send your details, you just pay on there, right? And then as soon as you pay, you are signed up to a monthly agreement. Right? I would send some sort of a contract to the client at some point. I don't think I would do it in the first day or 2 days, but I would within the week. And let me tell you why as well, because I'm not a big believer of sending contracts and terms and conditions and that sort of thing, just because I think it's a lot of paperwork and people don't like to sign away their life, right? A company doesn't like to sign things that they don't need to sign. But I tell you why. On Stripe, you can send a link. They are therefore paying for someone on a monthly basis. And this is a conversation you will need to have with the company that, we've got this guy, we want to pay them on time. It's very important for us to pay them on time and pay them well. And so if I can ask you to sort this payment link out, and then the pay will, or the date will be the day you pay, and it will be on a reoccurring monthly basis, because obviously the assumption would be that this person is working for them for 12 months, 24 months, 36. I mean, you can have a guy working for them for like 3 years because in essence, he's their employee. Now, he's not technically their employee, so they don't have liability on this person, but obviously they are paying for this person to carry out the work, right? Now, you can send this link and it will automatically deduct pay from their accounts, etc., etc. You will need to have that conversation with a company. Is it okay for us to do this? This is the easiest way. Or would you rather I send you an invoice every month and you pay that invoice? The problem with that is, there is a slight problem, that they will say, yes, not a problem, but they will always pay you 30 days after you send that invoice. In simple business terms, that is a 30 days date of invoice. So if the person works a month, then you send the invoice, then that person or the company would pay you 30 days after, which actually means you would get paid 60 days after the person starts working, right? Those are payment terms. That's basically what payment terms are, right? And the reason I stutter there, basically, because you don't know that. I mean, normal people don't know what payment terms are unless you work in this department or unless you run businesses and stuff. You don't know that, right? By the way, payment terms can vary. So you can also ask them to do a 7 days date of invoice. Make notes on this, guys. You can ask the company to do a 7 days date of invoice, a 14 days date of invoice, a 30 days date of invoice. Date of invoice just means I will pay you the day you send the invoice, 7 days after, 14 days after, or 30 days after. That is what payment terms are, in essence, right?